You were 4 coins off getting the extra life, so if you'd hit that multi-block before...
Oh, because that makes it better, thanks. Hi, welcome back to the next instalment of X-Bit Gits. I'm Git number 1, Owen.
I'm Git number 2, Andrew.
And today we're playing a genuine classic from the Nintendo Entertainment System. We're playing Super Mario Brothers.
One of the first.
Yeah. Now, what are your memories of this game? Other than, well, I'll let you talk.
Well, I mean, we had this as kids. We had access to this as kids. I can't remember where or why.
You just had to know somebody with an NES, because I think it was a pack-in title.
I think it was. I mean, there was this, Duck Hunt, and To the Earth. So the last two there used the light gun.
Yeah.
But this was one of the ones that just everyone was across. I do remember that there are a lot of little secrets and cheese spots and places where you can kind of bypass most of a level.
I do know how to get the first warp zone, so we've got that.
Excellent. So yeah, there was a lot of things that, I don't know, fostered a sense of people sharing this game with each other.
I think it's one of those things that even people that never really played video games much, like your uncool auntie, probably still has fond memories of it, for example.
Yeah, exactly right. Everyone had a crack at it at some point.
My memory is pretty much the same, growing up in a Sega house and having mostly Sega console friends. Most of my friends had Sega consoles. Didn't really have immediate exposure to it. Knew about it, of course. I did have it when I bought my Game Boy Pocket. I think Super Mario for that was the pack-in, which is a bit of a different game. But other than that, yeah, I've toyed with them here and there since I got into collecting a couple of years ago.
Yep.
But not very good at it. It's
okay.
Pretty hard.
My first exposure to Mario, though, was on one of the little clamshell LCD...
Nintendo Game & Watch.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. You had, like, you know, the two screens, you had to make your way up the ladders and jump the barrels.
Yep. Yeah, my brother had one of those too.
Yeah.
We had a couple, but he had that one.
The transition of Mario over time, from being that little cluster of barely humanoid-ish pixels to what we're seeing in, you know, some of the 64 and Wii titles and whatnot. It's been huge.
We haven't, I think I mentioned in our previous video, I mentioned that we haven't done Dreamcast games yet. We haven't done Nintendo 64 either. Which is a bit less shocking because we have been fairly Sega heavy up until recent months.
And much more of the, I mean, classic retro, I want to say, not the more modern retro.
But while we're talking about Mario, I think many people view Mario 64 as if you want to know how to do 3D game controls. Because remember, it was all really new ground
true.
Back in the 90s when all this shit came out. I think a lot of people say, like, look, if you want to know how to do it and do it well, Mario 64.
Yeah, they laid the groundwork for us.
Yeah, so.
Cool. Well, we know what we're playing. What are we drinking today?
We've got some left over because it was only recorded an hour ago from our previous video, but we're continuing on with the rather enjoyable Budweisers. Brewed under license in Australia, so these aren't imports from America. Sorry, guys. But,
yeah, it's a damn good beer.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real, we don't really need to do the, oh, what does it taste like? Because, well,
yeah, we already
basically
know.
just told you. But yeah, we're having some Budweisers. These weren't bad. And they're not too heavy either, because I've got drive load today. Drink responsibly. 4.5%. Yep, and 330ml stubby, so there you go.
So yeah, decent beers, some good classic games. Let's get into it.
We might have some of our Australian subscribers be like, how dare you? Like, get over it.
Yeah.
It's fine. If you've ever had a Stella Artois, but then again, I've only ever had Stella Artois brewed in Australia under license.
Right.
Maybe in Belgium it doesn't taste so horrible.
Well, that's it. I mean, as you said, there's, you know, purity laws and whatnot over
Well,
there.
yeah, that's true. I think one of my housemates in my first share house, he was telling me about Newcastle, I think it was Newcastle Brown Lager, which these days, if you can find it in Australia, I quite like. It's quirky. I might see if I can get it for one of our future videos. But I think he was saying that originally it was just made with tap water. And we're talking Newcastle in England. I'm not sure if it's much, I'm not sure if it's much, I don't think it's much better than Newcastle in Australia in terms of that tap water is what?
So Newcastle Brown was essentially the description of the water that went into it.
If it's brown, drink it down. If it's black, Send it back.
Okay, let's get into Super Mario Brothers. Okay.
And yeah, that iconic theme music. For a very long time there, it was my morning ringtone to get up and go to work.
Really?
Yeah. But then they complained about me turning up on mushrooms, so I changed it.
Yeah, a little too far with that one. Now, if you showed up riding a dinosaur, that'd be kind of cool. And your co-workers would
That's
be
not
like,
what HR said.
yeah, they'd be like, Andrew, where did you get? Actually, never mind.
They knew after a while just not to ask.
Yeah, that would make them an accessory. Accessorize, man. One thing I have learned is I'm generally not good enough to do like the runs to get multiple Goombas in one go.
There is a run that I've seen, possibly even in a reel, that there is a cheat where you can actually stack your points enough to get infinite lives off the first level.
Oh.
But that might be on the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World,
Okay.
now that I think more about it.
That one I have played the most. I played it when my Super Famicom arrived.
Ah, of course.
Fire flower. Now. And I recognise a lot of the music from mostly AVGN videos.
Back in the days when I was dabbling with playing guitar, yep, learn the Mario theme.
I used to be able to do a snippet of the castles from Alex Kidd.
Oh, okay, nice.
If it wasn't the official tune, it couldn't have been far off. Anyway.
Well, actually, when he's jumping, he's throwing his fist up in the air above him, so he's technically punching the blocks above his head. Because I mean, I saw that discussed at length at some point, and yeah, they actually showed the animation. See how he's jumping?
Yeah.
Rising his fist up like, Raiden
Alright,
style?
fair enough. So I've just taken a save state, so we can just come back here and hopefully at least see the 4 levels, no matter how shit we are at them.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Now talk about jump animations. Check this out. That one's always amused me.
Yeah.
How strong are his ankles? Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Either that or it's like power shit away. Did we ever, I think it's been a while since we've mentioned that, for the record, we do not consider this to be a child-friendly channel. So,
No.
yeah.
Well, if my earlier talk about turning up to work on mushrooms is anything to go by.
I mean, when I was with the ex and I had had stepkids for a while, the rule was if you were discussing adult themes in any way, if a child asked what it was, the person responsible for that question being asked had to do the explaining. That was the law we had.
Yeah, fair.
Only come up once or twice.
Hey, finally my turn.
Luigi, green like gangrene, like your foot.
It's not gangrenous yet. So that's right, jump is the only button we've got, right?
Yeah, you got to be careful sometimes too with that block bounce thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hold the other button down to run.
Oh, yeah, cool. Now I'm going to go I'm not going to go the warp zone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go the traditional route first. Ah. Nice little stick for landing. So. Gotta say, I've seen some very impressive speed runs of this game as well.
Yeah.
Like just absolutely ridiculous.
An old game, so it's coming up 40 years.
Yeah, wow.
Getting up.
Hang on a minute. I look like Mario.
Hey! Yeah! Fire Luigi.
No, don't fire him. He's not that bad at what he does.
Right, so you were going to not use
Not
the
do the
warp
warp
zone.
thing.
Isn't there a Bowser fight in here, or is that too soon?
Couldn't tell ya.
Because there's like sub-levels within the world. We're in World 1 and 2.
Me and ledge death. All the goddamn time.
And as soon as you jumped, I knew,
Yeah.
like, nah, man,
Yep.
that's not going to do it. Oh, okay. Gotta, There we go. Oh, dang it. Shittest pole dance ever. I mean, who doesn't like a mustachioed Italian on there? Stop. Boo, boo. Okay, World 2-2. This is legit the furthest I've ever been in this game.
Nice.
Says the guy who used a warp zone.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Underwater, yeah. Now, do we have to get air bubbles?
I don't recall. But, my time playing Ninja Turtles, the old one with the She-Board level and that pink coral still just,
Oh,
traumatizes
is that
me.
the one where you've got to swim through the, like, pink coral that's all zappy?
Yeah,
And not touch it or you're dead?
yeah, that's the one.
Never played it, but I've definitely seen it, and I get the whole emotional damage sort of meme right.
It stays with you for quite some time.
Emotional damage. So I have been binging a lot of Stephen He videos lately. He's the Asian dude that does the emotional damage. It's funny.
Can't say I know any of that.
You got a discount? Sorry. I think he said he's, I think in one video is like his heritage is Chinese and Irish. Now that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Now, part of me wants to, like, I've been playing Layer Section a lot too, where like the power-up ship is the red one. And I see the red fish and I'm like,
It's not worth it, man.
poison fish, poison fish, poison fish, tasty fish.
Hey. Now that's a good pole ride.
All the way from the top. Do you get an extra life at 100 coins?
Possibly?
Feels like you should, but
Yeah.
you know, that's probably the Sonic player in me. So,
Oh!
Jesus. Okay, at least in Sonic, the flying fish were
There
a
we
little
go.
more predictable.
So yes, you did get the extra life.
Oh, sweet.
Or I made a positive sound, so, you know.
Oh. The patterns of those fish are kind of like, ever since one time while inebriated on things, I was listening to Poison by Prodigy,
Oh, okay.
and there's the little sample.
Right.
And in my headspace at the time, when that went off, I pictured like this comically animated fly-kicking ninja going across my vision. And it's one of those things that it's been about 15 years. Whenever I listen to that song, it cracks me
It
up
stays with
because
you.
every time I just picture that whenever that sample goes off. And it does it quite a lot in that song. And kind of how those fish were flying is sort of how I picture like little fly-kicking ninjas. Yeah, the more you know. Oh, legit.
Yep. Made it fun.
Now, ride that pole. Ride it good. Oh, God.
Ah!
You got performance anxiety.
Just thinking about it too hard, yeah.
Well, it's hard. And proud.
Got to wonder about, you know, the overall rulership of this land where this game takes place. Like, who is putting these poles and castles out there? There's got to be some law behind it, right?
I might be best not to think.
Yeah, true.
Now, I know in later games that you can sort of like carry red shells and dispose of them at your leisure. Is that the case here? Ooh.
Perhaps not.
It
But
was
they-
flicking. Or are
Yeah.
they the ones where they will pop their head back out if you leave them too long?
I think they are the ones that'll... that is not the jump one.
Yeah, how did I fuck up last time? I mean, I fell
You died.
in the hole. Well, yeah. It's like, you're just thinking about it. You imagine, let's pretend for a second that St. Peter is real.
Uh-huh.
You imagine the fucking questions he's had to answer billions of times over the years. And there's probably an FAQ at Heaven's Gate. And like, come on, if you were in his position, wouldn't you get sick of it? It's like you work in retail, and that one customer that asks you the same question that you've been asked 50 times, and you've got to remind yourself not to get shitty at them because they don't know. They don't know, that's why they're asking, but they don't know that it's the 50th time you personally have had to deal with that.
Yeah.
So don't be a dick, but it can be frustrating.
Now, the dumb questions is one thing. The shitty jokes, on the other hand, no. We do not need them.
I do like to bring out it didn't scan, it must be free. Aren't customers the fucking worst? I actually add that because, customer service people make for the best customers, usually.
Right, and it shows a little bit of empathy for the position that they're in.
Yeah. It's like, dude, like, I've been there at some point. You're not, even if you could do anything about it, like, whatever.
Ooh.
Now, actually, I think I have played this level before because I remember this fighting Bowser and being like, is that it? For this world. And,
isn't it like throwing hammers or some shit?
yeah, and you got to knock the bridge out from under him. Those fireballs look like they're going backwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can kind of see they're thinking that it's a flame and flames travel upwards, maybe? But I'd assume that the massive fireball should be at the front. This requires more research. Nice.
Oh, Toad. Where's my princess at?
Another
that's
castle.
right, she's in another castle.
So where does the piranha plant go while you're doing that?
She's got a wife and kids. You said you'd be back from the office! Who is she?
I remember when we used to play this as kids, we always thought that it looked like he was actually flicking flaming boogers because of the way that he throws his hand and his enormity of his nose.
Of course you did. Our age was single digits. What did you want from us? That's when the poop joke started.
Now, do you remember the horrendous Super Mario Brothers movie?
I was thinking of asking you that question a couple minutes ago. I do. I can even remember the day I watched it because it was at my primary school. And it was pissing down rain, and I think it was kind of like it's flooded. Your parents will get here when they can. Watch this.
Why would you inflict that sort of torture on a captive audience? Oh, great clearance.
I mean, I think I probably thought it was better when I was 8.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Because, standards are
very, very different.
I mean, like, there's a point where kids think Teletubbies are the best.
Fair, fair.
Can he make that?
Yes.
No!
He can.
I was pressing back halfway, but this is not one of those platformers where that does what you want. Okay, so we both game overed. Do we want to just let's have a look.
cut to level 4.
Yeah.
Well, level 3 was the nighttime level, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking, do we want to see the boss fight? I guess it's just another slightly trickier Bowser level.
Right. You do love these games for their predictability.
And we're here to take a look rather than be all like hero game players. Now, I must have played at least this. I know I've said that a few times.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's definitely been the last month because I remember this fucker and the fact that those little shells are basically invulnerable.
Well, that guy, and yes, well aware he has a name, and it's canon and all the rest of it, but I don't know what it is. He pops up in Mario Kart. He's the one who fishes your ass out when you go off track and end up in stupid spots.
Ah.
I saw him a lot because I died a lot.
I think we both did. It's tricky, like, you know, if you don't have decades of bloody muscle memory experience behind you, it's a tricky game.
I mean, yeah, the controls are a little finicky at times, you know?
The momentum definitely takes some getting used to, but it's kind of cool that it was there.
Ooh.
Even though it's been the cause of my death more than once.
Well, that's it. Like, you seem to jump a lot further than you expect you really should. Once you get that run up, yeah.
And I've basically just been playing with the run button held down, so...
Solid.
Yay! Red star. Wait a minute. Mario's a commie! Oh, there was that period where, you know, fascism was Italy's thing.
I wonder if there's some deeper lore in Mario going on that we don't know about.
Probably. Benito Mussolini is reaching out from beyond the grave via a Japanese video game franchise. Bloody fascist, man.
Alright. That's going to be...
So we're going to finish off this video by basically seeing how we go with speedruns for a little bit.
Because why not? I mean, they seem to be a popular thing that kids do, right?
And how many worlds are there in this game? There's more than 4, surely. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know.
Oh, there was 4 in the Game Boy version I had. Now, admittedly, the Game Boy was actually not much different in terms of system capability as the NES. Sound and colour, of course.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yep, need to go high on that one, not low.
Yeah, alright. I'm hoping one of these at least has a mushroom.
I'd go right to left on that block of bricks.
Yeah, so I can bounce it. Ah, well.
Now the little mole helmet dudes.
What was there?
Holy shit!
Well, you can actually take him out. If it's like the Super Nintendo version I played, I think he comes back.
This would be no surprise to me.
Ooh.
Fire flower, okay.
Now,
There we go.
yeah, he does come back randomly.
Yes.
Well, not entirely randomly, but here we are.
That's,
Are Mario and Luigi actually twins? Not identical twins, obviously, but are they at least twins? Or are they just brothers?
couldn't tell you.
I mean, it can't be, but am I the first person in history to ever ask that question? Oh, no. Not that
Surely
special.
not.
Yeah, seriously, someone must have asked before then.
Yeah.
And like, just think, not almost 40 years of people to get stoned and play this.
Exactly. It's got to have come up at least once.
Wouldn't it be weird if Luigi was Mario's grandfather because you see that Futurama episode?
If let's take a save state.
Oh, well, you'll be right. More dog spam. Aww.
Ah, shit, that's gonna ruin my day.
What are you doing?
Oh, what the hell? I took it out last time.
I think she's wigging out over the video game sounds.
What is it? Flashbacks?
It's,
Did you ever play on the Game Boy Dr. Mario?
no. I'm familiar with the kind of game it is, though.
It was essentially a reskin of Tetris, but using pills instead.
Yeah, I think it's a slight variation as well, where you got to like
Match the colours or some sort.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of the Sega version. Puyo Puyo. What does this warp zone do? Oh, level 5. There we go.
There's at least 5 levels.
I just took a save state with like on my last life, but you know we're clearly
See
over
where
it
it
at
goes.
this point.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we could easily spend all day playing this game, no problems with it.
Yeah.
But we've got a schedule and other shit to do. Although we haven't worked out what our other game is going to play.
Yeah.
We were going to play Ape Escape on the PlayStation, and we might still one day. But it seems to insist that we have a DualShock controller installed, and I don't know how to get RetroArch to fake that yet.
We will find a way. Good shot.
And then it's a point where, oh, well, we could play this all day. As the person who does the editing, there's a point where I don't want to touch it.
Oh, nice. Oh, the cannons.
Ah!
Yep, invincibility. Ledge death not included.
And one of those moments, as soon as I started the jump,
Yep.
I'm like, I don't have enough oomph.
You feel it in your bones.
Yeah, when you land. Oh, that's right, you can actually kill him when you got the...
Everything burns.
Wasn't that your quote from the yearbook? I think it was actually. Oh no, it might have been Kaz's. I think it was Kaz's.
It sounds like
something.
Something either of us could have put in there, yes. Whoa.
Pulling a funny face helps.
Oh, always.
I knew I was wasting it, but I was kind of like, I don't want the... wait.
Oh,
yeah, I was going
yes.
to say the green ones are extra life because that's how mushrooms work. This mushroom looks a little funny. It'll be fun.
It'll make you power up.
Now, do these cannons only shoot once? That would make sense. No. Because, you know, how do you reload a cannon? Slowly.
Oh!
I'm like, why'd the music change? And then I looked at my timer.
Yeah, that's the hurry the fuck up sound. I think I'm going to land on the middle one.
Yeah, part of me wanted that. Let's see if I
Can
can.
you hook it in and around?
I'm just getting a feel for...
That? Nice.
Yeah, paid off.
Must be your head to hit that hammer.
I mean, it kind of makes more sense that pipes go into water.
Yeah, fair. It's a pain in the arse, but it makes sense at least. Yeah, extra life, nice.
I remember that on the Game Boy version, if you had a long run of blocks and you got your run up just right, you could miss the invincibility star.
Yeah.
You could dig your way along.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep, that's a thing. Can you get through this one? I think you're pretty close.
No, this is kind of at the beginning of the section.
Yeah, but you've done pretty well.
Ah! So I can clear that. If not for the block.
Did it block you?
Sadly, yes. It hurts more because it's appropriate.
Are dad jokes better or worse when they're contextually sound? Because like, isn't the heart of a good dad joke really that it's horrible?
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I think that rather than being a pun, it's like literal meaning. Kind of makes it harder to digest. Ah.
He done hit me underfoot.
With a hammer, yeah.
I mean, if you ever dropped a hammer on your foot.
Yeah, fair point. Or taking a giant caliber bullet to the head. I mean, let's face it.
Not twice.
Well, that shot is the size of your body pre-mushroom, so
Yeah.
it's going to ruin your day.
Yeah. Depending on whether it's got through edit or not. I may have said that this is the last run before. I lied.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you.
Nice.
Yeah. In your face.
Well, that was actually more of his tail, but
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, well, he's up there, so I can at least take him out. I gotta wait for that gap. Oh, they jump down. Of course they do. Okay, last life.
Again.
For Rizzle. Unless I get an extra life, and then it's like, well, you know, I earned it then.
How the hell did you kill that?
I don't know! Sorry, I'm just having a moment of, oh, I'm still alive, and I've gotten through the historically difficult bits. Ah!
And you were 4 coins off getting the extra life. So if you hit that multi-block before...
Oh, because that makes it better, thanks. Okay, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of game where I do feel that...
I could very easily play it all day.
Oh, exactly right. It's one of those things that... Frustrating, yes, but at the same time, engaging enough that... No, I'm not ready to call it quits yet.
Like, definitely a good choice with the pack in. All right, folks. Well, hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. Bloody Mario. We never promised to be good at it.
No, exactly. So if it was entertaining, cool.
Yeah, and check out, we've got plenty of playlists on the go, NES and platformers and all that kind of stuff. So, usual YouTube stuff, of course. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Hit your notification bell.
And we'll see you in the next one, whatever that may be.
Catch you later.